Trump, who scrambled the pro-war, anti-war politics in these last couple election cycles, is now a neocon in the same lane as a John Bolton or a Dick Cheney, and we need to be honest about that.
You explain?
I mean, he's not the
Wait,
exact
wait, wait, wait.
same.
That was a huge claim. Please explain how Trump is like John Bolton.
Not seeing a conflict that he didn't like and that he wanted to avoid getting into. It's interesting that this conversation is coinciding with Venezuela. There's Iran. There's Greenland.
Yeah,
It's
I was going to
interesting
bring up Iran. Interestingly enough, Trump has stepped back from attacking Iran, coming as a great actually disappointment to John Bolton, who I saw on CNN saying this is some kind of example of Trump chickening out. Trump says he's satisfied from what he's heard from Iranian authorities that they're not going to carry out this, mass execution policy that he was worried about, that they're constrained in that. Now there are people in the GOP and probably people, Democrats too, want him to go in there and, replace the regime. I think that would have run pretty contrary to what he has said in terms of no new wars, although maybe the utter catastrophe that was about to unfold made the situation different. But yeah, I mean, I think the appeal of Trump was no new wars, but MAGA has tried to say, well, America first includes the entire continent, right? It doesn't just mean the United States. What's your view, Nina?
Wait, can somebody spell it out very slowly for me? Because apparently I've missed a lot. What war are we in?
Well, we just kidnapped maybe legitimately, but the leader of
Is Venezuela at war with
Venezuela.
us? Is Venezuela?
so that's what
I
Tulsi
think it's hard to
Gabbard.
say that's not an act of war if you go take
Rob,
the leader of another
military.
country and
That
move
is
them.
It should
The
be.
definition of regime change is
Right.
literally taking out the regime.
Do we have a single soul hovering over Venezuela? Is there a soul of an American hovering near Venezuela?
I mean,
Military assets
you
are.
could press a button.
There one man in Venezuela in an American uniform.
So you're saying it's
I mean,
only war if there are American troops in a physical way present in the country.
Correct.
Okay, so if we nuked Russia, I would say we were at war with Russia, even if no American soldier was moved anywhere near Russia.
Obviously not a comparable situation.
All right, Nina, what do you think?
I mean, I'm rolling with Stephen. I'm around the corner on my way where Stephen is on the street. President Donald J. Trump definitely ran against Biden to his left on all of these things. And now he is out full frontal, going in. In what world would it not be? That would be just like a country saying, you know what? We don't like the way President Donald J. Trump is running things. We're about to come up in there, kidnapped him and his wife.
If the Denmark
If they could, they
sled dog
would.
team went and got Trump and they put him on the sled and they took him to the North Pole, this is becoming like a Christmas time adventure. I would consider that an act of war.
Robbie, you say it as a joke, but do you think that if Denmark, do you think that there isn't a country on earth where if they could send in a dog sled and kidnap Trump, they wouldn't do it?
It would be an act of
Every
war.
country would do this. They
It would
can.
be an act of war, though. Because for me, it doesn't matter whether or not I agree with President Donald J. Trump's policies. That would be unfathomable, and it would totally be an act of war. So why isn't it the case that this president was able to go in and kidnap another sovereign nation's leader and the man's wife?
Because he could.
And it's not an act of war. It is absolutely an act of war. And just because they are running under a doctrine that might makes right and money rules the world, dollar bills, y'all, they picking on countries that cannot match the United States of America pound for pound. That is 100%. So Greenland he wants because he wants their resources. In the same way that he went in and bombed a village in Nigeria, claiming that they were or hurting Christians, when no evidence of that was true whatsoever. And Nigeria is in his sights too on the continent of Africa. Why? Because of their natural resources. You have a vice president who says basically, hey, whatever this president wants, he gets. His entire administration is saying whatever this president wants, he gets. So this is more authoritarian. The president said he is under no, he said he is not bound by national or international laws.
Because he's not. And
no, he is.
What administration makes decisions?
What happened to rule of law, Emma Jo? What happened to all that rule of law talk? That's all I want to know.
International rule of law enforced by what international policeman?
I am with Emma Jo more. When international law gets brought up, then I switch back to the Emma Jo side because I don't care about that, and it's fine.
I mean,
it's
to deal with
it's vibes.
No,
it's made up.